Hey church, I'm thinking today of the Apostle Paul, what he said to the church in Philippi. He says, I thank my God every time I remember you. And all my prayers for all of you, he says, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. That's what we've done this year in 2014. We've partnered together with our time, our talents, and our resources to build the kingdom of God, emphasizing 4 E's in our life together. We're here to exalt the Lord, lift up Jesus, that he draw all men unto himself. So we're about exalting God, empowering believers. Remember, the church is less about the number of members and more about the number of ministers, empowering believers for works of service. The 3rd E is to embrace the hurting. And there's no shortage of hurting people, both here locally, regionally, around the nation, and around the world. And we've had the opportunity and privilege to touch many of those people in 2014. And the last is enjoy. The whole process of being together and serving God together ought to be enjoyable. It ought to be fulfilling. It ought to be gratifying. Exalting the Lord, as you know, is number 1. We enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. I love the way people have used whatever it is they have, their talents, of drama, of singing, of instrumental, of just your voices in the congregation. We've been exalting the Lord and lifting him up on this hill in a very biblical and appropriate manner this year. I'm real proud of that at every age level.
Sought me and bought me with his redeeming blood.
Our emphasis to empower believers in 2014 came through a number of really unique speakers that really helped us fortify ourselves and be empowered for ministry. Our LifePoint site and our online ministry will exceed 30,000 views this year.
They make it look so easy, and as we watch them with green eyes and bristling skin, we're so jealous of them.
Ready to give an answer to these matters of faith with someone who opposes us in ideology and theology.
We have income tax deduction that based on the premiums in the second instance. In the first instance, it's based on the fair market value of the policy since it's paid up.
That God's love matters, his opinion matters, and you can hold your head up high.
Embracing the hurting happens a great deal on this mountain and in this ministry around the world, be it India or war-torn Ukraine and the 10 churches we support, be it in Haiti or Guatemala, wherever we have been around the world. But there also are the hungry here in our local community. There are those who line up for food every Tuesday. There are those who need benevolence, support, financial support in our local community. This church tends to be everywhere there be a need, and I'm real proud of that. Even the voice we have given for those who have no one to speak on their behalf, the babies not yet born that have been spared and saved from abortion in the name and the power and the authority and the love of Jesus Christ. Hey, the 3 E's are really important, but we can't forget the 4th, and that is to enjoy. When this church gathers together, we enjoy ourselves.
As an elder, and will serve 13 consecutive more years. Thank you, Thomas.
Mason Stoltzfus. He's mine.
There's a lot going on here, and there's a lot to go on next year. I want to remind you to continue to be generous. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. As we plan strategically and pray strategically for the opportunities that lie ahead in 2015 for even more hurting people, more lost people, more hopeless people, more suicidal people, and more unborn people, our giving makes a difference. May I commend you as a pastor and your faithfulness to the church. You have been so faithful and generous. Let's continue that good work in our year-end giving and prepare ourselves, as my family prepares, for another year of generosity in 2015. God bless you as you give in this year-end of 2014.